They love you. We love you. You look fantastic. Thanks for coming back.
Thank you for having me. Hi, everybody.
Yeah. Nice to have you back, and nice to have you back on Broadway. Look at us, two Broadway stars
We're veterans.
talking to each other.
And how many shows did you do?
It doesn't matter. Does it matter though? What's a show? It's the whole life is a show, right?
Yeah.
I did 8 shows.
8 shows, yeah.
Yeah. How many have you done?
You mean with all the shows that I've done in the years, the 30 years that I've been doing Broadway? I would say 365 times.
Times, yeah.
Times
How do you do it? Seriously.
I don't know.
I'm in awe of you.
Thank you for being in awe of me. That means so much. Because I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
And as monotonous as people sometimes think it gets, it actually doesn't, because the audience is different every night.
Yeah, completely.
And
no, but I mean, like,
and you get to redo it all the time, you know, because every night I make some mistake or screw something up. But
I did that too.
You did that, right? But
I'm really relating to you on a whole different level. Finally.
As equals, as peers.
Yeah, as peers. Yeah, we're talking. Yeah. But do you drink all these teas and all that stuff?
Sometimes I do. Yeah. The worst part about doing 8 shows a week is if you're not feeling great. You know, it's really hard to get out there and then worry that you're gonna, you know, well, you weren't belting out high notes necessarily, but you know, worry that you're gonna really.
I wasn't supposed to do, but yeah, I was. I threw a couple in there.
You did? Oh,
yeah,
that's
for
so
fun.
Brave of you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
No, you know, if you hit a really big clunker and you're center stage and your big 11 o'clock number, it's very humbling. These guys know if they're not feeling good and something happens. And not that you've ever hit a clunker.
No, they've never done that. No.
But it's very terrifying and embarrassing sometimes. But I've also learned that, you know, mistakes, you know, kind of endear yourself to an audience, and audiences are excited to see you screw up.
But I mean, do you remember your first week on Broadway? Do you remember getting the job? Because it was Rent, right?
Yeah, it was Rent. It was.
Amazing.
It was off Broadway first, down at the New York Theater Workshop, and then, you know, everyone loved it, so we moved up to Broadway, and it was at the Nederlander Theater, which is where my new show, Redwood.
Whoa! That's wild.
That is like...
That's wild.
Homecoming, full circle. I took over my old dressing room, which I shared with Daphne Rubin Vega, who played Mimi and Ren, who's one of, like, my sisters. And, but that was a very small dressing room, so I've now knocked down the wall that used to be to my ex-husband, Jesse Martin, and Adam Pascal's dressing room, and I've made it a suite because
that's exactly what you deserve. That's what you deserve. Come on, it's Idina Menzel. You know, 48 Hours, that show did a special about Rent when it was coming out. And one part really kind of stuck out. It was pretty cool to watch and hear now. Take a look at this.
On stage, there are no big names, at least not yet.
I gotta get through opening night. I have a job to do, and I feel very pressured about it. You know, people are paying me money to come and do what I have said for my whole life. I do very well.
Yeah. She did it. She did it.
No, I'm just saying, do your hair and some makeup when they come to your...
No, you were perfectly...
What hat is that?
Oh, my
I don't even
God.
know. Wear a Yankees hat or a Mets hat. Sorry, whatever. Don't even get started.
Oh, my God.
You know, Long Island girls.
But that girl went on to become Broadway royalty. So there you go.
Yes.
Yeah, whatever you did. Yeah, you did it right. You won a Tony for playing Elphaba in Wicked. I mean, and last year you made a huge cameo in the film version.
Yes.
Which was nominated for Best Picture right now. It really was. You did a great job keeping that secret.
I don't think we did a very good job. Kristen Chenoweth, they were doing it in London. Everyone knew they were shooting in London. And then they flew Kristen Chenoweth and myself into London. And then she and I would go have lunch and dinner in little corners of Russia. It probably looked like we were having an affair.
No. I didn't know about it until I saw the film that you were in it.
Yeah.
And everyone went nuts in my theater.
Yeah, they did?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, that's
You're the one
nice.
on top of that, by the way, a huge year. In October, you were awarded the National Medal of Arts by President Biden.
Isn't that crazy?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's amazing.
I think that's a topper.
That's
right
probably
there.
the best thing. I mean,
that was cool.
As an artist,
yeah,
that's
I brought my son and my husband, and they walk you from East Wing to West. I think it's East to West. You know how they... And the orchestra is playing Let It Go.
No.
And my
No.
son was holding my hand and walking with me.
It's like,
and
I'm proud of my mom.
He was really proud of me, and he's
Yeah.
15, so he can't really show that very often.
Yeah, of course, understood.
And we were all like put in different rooms, and I was in a different group than Steven Spielberg, Spike Lee, and Queen Latifah were in this other room. And I'm walking by, and I see them, and they're taking pictures. And the young me, like even 10 years ago, would have just been like, I'll go over here, you know. And I went in there, and I was like, hey guys, can I get in this picture with you?
Yeah, you're like, hi, Mr. Spielberg, what's up? Why not? Go do it. You deserve it.
I was so proud of myself. And
gotta
then
be psyched.
and he
They're
said,
ready.
oh, thank God, I'm taking a picture with you. My grandchildren would have killed me if I
See,
did.
yes. We all love you.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Redwood, this new musical. You've been working on this for almost
A long time.
15
I
years?
had the kernel of the idea 15 years ago, but
15 years goes into
Yeah.
this stuff. No one knows how much work goes into all these plays.
yeah, it wasn't until more recently, like during COVID, that Tina Landau, the incredible director and writer of my collaborator, really started to put it together and realize it. But it's so beautiful. It's an original musical, which is hard to come by these
That's
days.
true.
And it's about a woman who really just wants to escape her life. I don't know if any of you can identify with that. And
Yeah.
she's a New York woman, and she's going through a lot of stuff. She gets in her car. She's like, I'm out of here. She starts driving and just doesn't stop, drives across the country, and finds herself at the foot of these mystical, magical redwoods, and has like a life-changing adventure.
Yeah.
And there's incredible cutting-edge video and
choreography, too.
And choreography.
First of all, you're climbing, you learned how to climb a redwood. They're massive
Yeah, I'm a
trees.
certified climber.
But I
You
mean,
see that? And there's very few people that can actually climb to the canopy of a redwood. So that's a big deal. So this wonderful man named Tim Kovar took me up, and then I serenaded him up there, and I sang him songs from the show all the way up 300 feet up into an old growth redwood.
you don't get nervous about that stuff?
I'm used to the harness now. I feel very comfortable, actually, with the thing wrapped around my thighs and
love
my
it.
waist.
Wow.
Sorry, that didn't come out right. But
But perfect, you're very comfortable either way, yeah.
And there's this incredible, our choreographers are a vertical dance group called Bandaloop, and they dance on the side of buildings, mountains, trees, and it's like, instead of it, they took me, without telling me, they kind of pushed me over the side of a mountain, of a building, and then did that.
So you're all
me
dancing
learning.
on the side. It's
Yes.
It's kind of amazing.
But it's a very poetic way of us kind of bringing you into this world of the redwoods. It's all through my character's perspective. It's not like some National Geographic musical, you know. It's very abstract and
what do you want people to take
beautiful.
away from this?
The redwoods, their roots are, they're 300 feet high, like as tall as the Statue of Liberty, and yet their root system only goes about 6 feet into the ground. You'd think that it would go super, super deep in order to counterbalance their height. And they go like this, out like hands, kind of, and they all clasp hands. And they hold each other up, and they hydrate each other, and they take care of one another. And so I think it's just such a beautiful metaphor for kind of like what we're all experiencing right now in this isolated, very tumultuous world we're in, that we really, need to connect. And even though we try to escape and we want to be alone sometimes and to not look at what's painful to us, that when we actually open our hearts and let people support us, that we will all be better off.
I'm so happy every time you're here. Congratulations, break a leg. Idina Menzel, Redwood, is now playing at the Niederlander Theater on Broadway. We'll be right back with stand-up from Aaron Weber. Stick around, everybody.
Hey, hey.